Halloj där, huvudmannen Sverige här. Hoppas allt är bra som vanligt. I just did my intro as a very zesty Swede. I hope you enjoyed it. Just for entertainment. So, today's video, I hope you've enjoyed the How to Beat series so far. The goal is to do one for every character in the game. And now we are on Bryan, who is one of the most popular characters in the game, legacy character. He's the super heavy-hitting cyborg. And in Tekken 8, he's one of the strongest characters in the game, albeit very hard to play. But if a player is very effective, the person piloting Bryan, he is very difficult to deal with. So what he mainly is threatening you with is unbelievably hard-hitting counter-hit launchers. Anytime he counter-hits you, it will lead to very, very large amounts of damage, very strong wall travel, and then he will use his signature taunt. If he's any good, if a Bryan player is any good, he will know how to taunt. And most of the time, I'm just telling you, for the intro for this video, I just want you to know the basic signatures of a character. So, very strong counter hitting, but is very safe and sometimes builds momentum. I will show you. He can get plus frames on counter hit launchers. But if he takes you to the wall, which he almost always will, he will do tick, 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 like this. And now if you stand back to your feet, he has an unblockable 28 frame knee that can be cancelled into any attack, where he has a 16 frame window when it connects to do whatever he wants to your anus. And this can mean doing something as simple as this, which will be 30 damage into +7 or +8. He can taunt back 4, which will kill you. So this is honestly probably the most broken Oki situation in the game, but we make excuses for it and we say it's okay because it's very hard to do. It's not like King doing his absurd toxic wall combo that you can see in the How to Beat King. Victor does similarly disgusting things, but it's 10 IQ, right? Thing with Bryan is that this is hard to do, but if you can do it, it is very unfair. So you can't really wake up here, and should you choose, you know, oh, sorry, I can't even show it. But should you choose to stay on the ground, he can do stuff like this. Down 3, 4, 1, +2, and it just resets. Or, you know, he has his install, which is the Snake Eyes. Here's Soul Eraser. Oh, you got wall splatted on block. So, in terms of, this has been nerfed a lot. You would threaten this before, this absurd reversal. Again, we're gonna get into all of this. I'm just telling you in a nutshell. It used to be worse. Like Incinerator here. It used to be worse. But there's no denying, like, if you get hit by this guy, like counter hit launched, the wall travel and damage, the wall combo, and then if he's good, you will wake up to arguably the most unfair situation in the game. And this is why typically pros and me, we will talk about this character in the top 1, top 5 territory. There's no denying, in the right hands, this character is absurd. But so again, let's look at the counter hit launchers. First off, you have to understand that he's very safe. This is a legacy Bryan move, 3-4, -13, like so. Due to the pushback, he doesn't mind being -13. Very few characters will punish this, like very, very few, and doing it on reaction is almost fucking impossible. But that's a counter hit launcher, and then we have back 1, which is a slower mid, well, 20 frames, it's not that bad. This is +4 on block. Counter hit launcher for absurd damage. That's 87 damage without me spending any resources, right? So that is typically how it's looked like, but then we have Tekken 8, and we have Bryan in Tekken 8, and now they give him Cannon, which is a high, now, counter hit launcher, also deals absurd damage. So that's 70 damage, but here you will almost always see Bryan players opt to pop heat. Pretty much always they will do this into this, and then they plant you on the wall, 75 damage, and it's really going to hurt, right? So a distinction we have to make here is that in Tekken 8, Bryan builds momentum more, threatening you with massive counter hit launchers due to cannon being +5. Has to be stressed that this move is absurd. It is just absurd. +5 counter hit launcher. With input, it's 15 frames. But also something you have to notice that now I'm gonna plant myself at 3.2 meters or 3.25. Disconnects at like 3 meters, 25 centimeters. This will connect on your guard. So this is not even factoring in that as soon as you press a button, which is what he wants to counter hit you with this, you will extend your hurt box even further, which can lead to you seeing disconnect from like 4 meters. So cannon is very strong. So I just want you to know that he can build momentum with counter hit launchers. And this is forward free. Can be +2 on block if it hits at tip range. That's also a counter hit launching mid. At worst, it's neutral on block. And this is against a character that, of course, also has a 10 frame counter hit natural string, right? So in terms of counter hitting, Bryan is second to none. He's an absolute monster. So he can build momentum with counter hit launchers. So very safe, very high damage, absurd Oki, especially at the wall, right? With the taunt. So before we go in, and also, he is the king of like delay timing strings. So he will do strings like this and hope to catch you press into them. He has a lot of strings with delay where he can just opt to do the first hit. And then, as soon as you don't expect it, he does the follow-up with delay timing, and now it's a counter hit launcher. So he plays around a lot also with strings that have delay timing to counter it, typically to counter it launch you. Like, oops, right? Also, this is Bryan in a nutshell. He also has very strong space control in terms of long range, and also very strong homing. So this has led to where pros don't really step Bryan too much. It depends a little bit on the range, where I'm gonna show you, by the way. Here you typically want to step. Here you don't want to step. You just don't want to step. So, and you're not afraid anyway of his 50-50. You would rather take a few hatchets than eat the homings. That's just how it goes. So this is just me trying to inform you. But so step one here, snake edge, down forward free. This is a very slow, 29 frames, 30 frames, homing low launcher on natural hit. That launches you. This move should not be a factor. This move is not used by high-level Bryan players. Even intermediate Bryan players will very rarely throw that out. So I'm just trying to tell you, this move should always be blocked by you on reaction. You see the startup, you crouch guard it. Okay? That's just step one in this matchup. It should be Bryan players 50-50ing you with, oh, is it an orbital or is it down for free? That should be relegated to like red ranks at the very latest. It should not be a factor after those ranks. So if you struggle blocking this, just set the Bryan a dummy in practice mode to do this over and over. And just have him rotating snake edge and a couple of other buttons, and just make sure you always block the snake edge. This move should not be a factor. Right, so now let's go into, you are playing against intermediate Bryans or high-level Bryans. So, moves they will use is Requiem. So this is a very long-range heat engager. You can consider it a demon pull. Used to be homing. That was fun, but it's not anymore. But in Season 1, that was homing. And then, oh, sorry about that. And then, of course, we're gonna look at cannon. So, Bryan, we want to step right. This will beat a lot of his key buttons, actually. And then make sure you punish if you get the step. Make sure you punish. So step right will beat Cannon and Requiem. Do not step towards the left. Oi. Oh, that's funny. The Cannon recording isn't working. Oh, it's because I didn't hit on block. Oi, my bad. I can't do a Cannon. There we go. Note that Cannon can be awkward to step. But I'm just trying to tell you, like, step towards the right. I can show you more examples of this, like... Other key buttons for this guy's neutral is down for the 1-1-1. You'll see pros use that all the time. And 1-2-1. 1-2-1 is like a perfect string. It's like 1-2-1 -6. Only -6. And the third hit is a delayable counter hit launcher. I hate that the dummy backs away. So it's a delayable counter hit launcher, and it's only -6 on block. So very good button. And now you'll note that if I set the dummy to do these, so again, key neutral buttons for Bryan here, you'll note that I can't step these towards the right. Should be able to. Dear Lord. I'm getting tagged. Let's just do this. You will note here that 1-2-1. Again, this is one of Bryan's most important buttons. Step right. Step right. If you step left, the 2 will perfectly track you every time. The 2 button. It's like full homing step left. So 1-2-1, we want to step right. Again, like the reason they spam this move is because the tracking is strong. But down for the 1, again, this is depending on frame situation. You can't step it right. But left, you'll basically never be able to step it. You'll basically never be able to step it. So that's why we step Bryan towards the right. And then regarding this string, it's a tough string to deal with. Like, it's very delayable. But every single 1 button he does here, down for the 1-1-1, they're all -10. So if you have a read when he's going to stop, you think he's gonna... Okay, I have a read. He's gonna stop on the 4th hit. You can't take the -10 punish. Very hard to do. But the one thing I do want you to take with you is that if he ever finishes the entire thing, you get the 2 button, the 5th hit. Always launch that. Always launch that. That's really something you want to take with you. Please, always launch that. And then Bryan's will try and 50-50 mix you with 1-2-1 or 1-2-3, like so. I see even high-level players eat this. Some high-level players. This is not a true mix-up. The 3, which is the low... oh, sorry. That one is not delayable. We just do it. It's only -12 on block, which is, you know, very strong. But you want to low parry it. Oh, my bad. This is reactable. So what you do is... you look at... When he's doing his 1-2, you sort of... You look at him, and when he does 1-2-3, you'll note that he will put his leg back like this, which he won't do on 1-to-1, and you just see that, and then you low parry, and now he's going to get launched, right? He's not -12. So yeah, don't let Bryans get away with this. It is reactable. Even old man can do it. A lot of pros obviously react to that every time. So just know you can do that. So yeah, this is sort of dealing with the neutral. Another important thing is when he does down for 2 free, like down for 2-1, mid-high, down for 2 free, -13. Make sure to punish that. Don't let them get away with this. Punish that. Down 2 free is -10. I think this should be more minus, but we are where we are. Take your jab punish on down 2 free. And now we're going to look at the 1+2-2 homing. So this is where Bryans will shut down your stepping by doing blap, blap into this, right? And then into full launch. So this can be avoided, right? So I'm gonna set him to do it. Heat burst bound. You see it says it combos, but you can avoid this by doing, you have a 2-frame window, so you can't mash. You have a 2-frame window to tech roll this. So it's very strict. So you have to and you have to tech roll towards your right. So if I'm player 2 here, I want to roll towards the background, and if you're player 1, you want to roll towards the camera. So this means if you're player 2, you want to press a punch button, and if you're player 1, you want to press any of the kick buttons. But again, you can't mash, and it's a 2-frame window, so it's strict. I got it. Damn, first try. Again, this is difficult. I didn't get it. I got it. Okay. So again, on player 1. Oh, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Player 1 is going to be a kick button. A kick button instead. So again, this takes skill to counter, but it's very worth practicing because you know, if you don't practice that homing move is going to be busted. It's going to be a full launch every time for massive fucking damage. And if you practice this, you know, there's a tremendous difference between potentially dying and 35 damage alone. So that's absolutely worth practicing. And then Bryan's hatchet is -13. So make sure you do the biggest punish possible on hatchet. Also, hatchet is a move we step towards the left. So basically, his entire moveset is stepped towards the right, but hatchet can't be stepped towards the right. It has to be stepped towards the left. Which is scary considering how many of his buttons perfectly track this side. And jet upper tracks to this side. That's his 14-frame launcher, right? So that's why I'm saying, like, let's just record what that looks like. So jet upper will hit me now. Oh, my bad. You see, it just fully tracks to that side. So that's why I'm saying, don't bother trying to step the hatchet. Try and eat the hatchet. Eat it instead. He has to hit quite a few hatchets on you before it gets real scary in terms of damage output. And that's sort of the neutral on Bryan. And then this is one of the situations where... let's just record this. Oh, sorry, I have guard on. Record again. So again, he's doing this stuff. Record that. So, when you are getting comboed in any situation you end up on the wall, don't stand back up again. Most pros will just roll on the ground. Like this. Do not, if Bryan is any good, you don't want to get back to your feet again. But then if he's good, again, he's gonna start doing stuff like down 2. He might, oh my god. He might, sorry, it's a very annoying misinput with taunt. He might cancel his taunt into like a soccer, down back 3, down 4 to tag you on the ground. But all of that is better than getting taunted on. And also, if you get back up, you know, he might have his heat smash, that is +9 on block, and that, you know, frame traps into a back 4. Or he does the heat smash on block, and now he taunts. It's, yeah, you just want to stay on the ground and roll on the ground and deny him that Oki. And then when he is in heat, Incinerator now is very nerfed to compared to what it used to be. So Bryan's barely used this, but now that if someone uses it, you can always interrupt, you can always punish now the 4th hit. Even if he stops at the 4th hit, you get a punish. If he continues with the 5th hit, you still interrupt. Can even sidestep this now, I think. Yeah, step left. Yeah, or step right. And if you do that, I mean, Bryan's dead. Oh, I'm dead, sorry. Old man mistimed. So he dies, right? And also, if you, however, block the last hit, it's -13, I believe. Yeah, so that's a punish. So Incinerator used to be a broken button, but it's not anymore. I think we have to talk a little bit about Soul Eraser as well. It's a pretty toxic button, in my opinion. So again, that's a wall splat on block, right? So if you have a read that he is going to charge it up, right? It has no tracking. A lot of good players will step this. But again, like if you just hold back here, he will splat you on block, right? He will splat you on block. If you don't want to step cannon, you can look for a duck. Oh, sorry. Okay. You can look for a duck, right? And launch him, just like an electric. You can do that. Also, you gotta be a bit careful going in on Bryan due to keep out. Like 3-4 is solid keep out. But Orbital is his most famous, like keep out button and mid launcher. This move can really fuck you up. Depending on the move you do. Can't you see? Can really fuck you up. And again, it is -5 on block. And it's very hard to whiff punish. He recovers pretty damn fast. And it does a ton of damage. So be on the lookout for that in terms of keep out. If you have a read, he's going to do it. Can jab him out of it. You know, float him out of the orbital. It is 25 frame startup. Or sorry, 24. To get a combo. God, is there anything else I want to show you on Bryan? This full crouch hatchet is so this is Snake Eyes install heat only. Is -13. Oj då. -13. Can't be low parried, by the way. Can't be low parried. So make sure you do your biggest punish. So yeah, that's how you play against Bryan. You have to read his timing. He's trying to read your timing. You need to read his. When is he going to pull the trigger on his big moves? And again, I can't stress enough how very calculated steps towards the right are your best friend in this matchup. Very, very precise steps towards the right, or like step right duck, is very, very strong against Bryan. But again, at this range, you don't want to really try and step due to how devastating the homing is going to be here. And here you rather eat a hatchet. You really don't care. Whereas at this range, he's not really threatening you with hatchet. He's threatening you with Requiem and Cannon. And he doesn't have a throw game to break your guard with. Yeah, to be honest, that is... this is what you can expect from the Bryan matchup. So yeah, I hope this was enlightening, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.